Hey guys, happy Sunday. It's Cliff and Robin. Hope you all are having a great day. It's been beautiful outside. We've been outside doing some yard work, kind of getting the house ready for spring, getting everything done. We feel like we're old and tired now. We've done a half a day of stuff and we're exhausted.
Well, the sun was out,
Yep.
and it was a search for the right tools to do the right thing, which is half of the day's effort, is finding what you need to accomplish a certain task out in the yard. But
Well, we went to Lowe's and Home Depot yesterday, so that was
we
part of
thought
it
we
too.
would start this podcast off with, it's marriage later in life. Well, why did you ever decide to even get married later in life? Apparently, it didn't work out the first time or whatever. So what were the reasons, or why did you think, you know what, we should just get married?
Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you're just watching us thinking, wow, they tried it again. Like, wow, good luck.
Yeah, really. I didn't think I would get remarried. I really didn't before I.
Well, I think
met
actually
Robin.
you said that to me when I met you. We
Right.
both said we're not getting remarried. Like, we've been there, done that, and no reason for that again.
We were just going to hang out and date and, hang out with some friends of ours and such. But then, she was, hadn't only been divorced for about like 6 months or so. So, there were still guys calling her and wanting to date her and stuff like that. So I really didn't know how serious she was about doing that. So I just kind of disappeared for a little while. And then she called me back and said, "Hey, what's going on? Everything okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, everything's fine." But so we started talking again and go, but it's like, and we were, I guess what you call dating or seeing one another for a period of time. And after, I don't know, a couple years.
Couple years, what? What are you trying to say?
We talked about,
Oh no, I think within the first 6 months after we were dating, we were just like, yeah, we're probably not gonna ever get married again.
Right.
And then I wanted to get remarried at some time, just not anytime soon. I liked being married. I liked having another person, having someone with me all the time. There were multiple reasons. I mean, I think I have some friends who say, oh my gosh, if I ever get divorced, I'll never get remarried. I'll live with somebody, I'll date somebody. Because really, when you get older and you're already down your career path, your kids are more than likely raised or close to it, in our stage in life, what is the reason to get married? I mean, why do you think I'm going to do this again? I mean, I think also some of our friends have said they don't want to. What was the question we were saying earlier today? Are you just putting up with someone? Are you choosing that person? Why do you get remarried? Why do
I think a lot of people, and I can't speak for everyone, of course, but I'm just saying I've talked to a lot of people like, well, I wanted companionship.
Yeah, a lot of people will say that.
just
They'll,
wanted
yeah, I wanted somebody to
companionship.
travel with. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, I want somebody to travel with. I want somebody to rub my feet at night. I don't know, whatever, whatever your thing is. But they wanted companionship was a big part of it. But like Robin, I like married life. I like married life, and I wanted to have that again, maybe. But I didn't really think it would happen. But obviously it did, in a period of time. But I can remember at one point in time her saying, like, I don't see a ring on that finger. I don't see a ring on that finger. And I'm like, okay, is that where we're at? And she was just like, well, maybe.
I was in my 40s when we met. So I knew at some point I wanted to get married again. But some people, in their 50s and 60s, they start dating, and why do you get married then? Why do you choose that other person? I mean, and we all know that later in life you choose things for different reasons. When you first meet someone and you're young, you know, there's a whole number of reasons or why you choose them. Actually, you just love them. You want, you know, you can't be away from them. You want to spend every minute with them, and I think later in life you can get that too. I think we were trying to find time to spend together, but also then later in life you're working around kids or you're working around aging parents. There's a lot of things that you didn't have when you first started dating, you know, when you were young. So
Well, and then there's the whole dynamic of we both had children from previous marriage, and that's another whole thing, you know, as far as including or doing things with them and, you know, your wife, and or, you know, and we don't do everything with our kids, but we are kind of pretty big on family,
yeah,
and we like to get together with our family whenever we can, and whoever that involves.
yeah.
We just like to get everybody together and have a good time. We'll have a cookout, you know, whatever, and things like that. So it's,
I think later in life though too, that becomes more important. I think when you're young, you're like, we're gonna hang out with our friends, we're gonna you know, we're gonna go to parties, we're gonna go out to the bars. I think later on in life, we want to kind of be home, we want to relax. That was probably one reason I chose to get married again. I wanted to have a significant other. I didn't want to go out and start dating again, or if I wanted to, you know, here I sound like that person, travel. I do girls trips and stuff, but it's nice to, I wanted someone to carry my luggage.
well, she's got a traveling bone. She loves to travel, go see places, just be on the go. And I go with her sometimes I don't. You know, it's I'm a little more of a homebody, and because you know, we've built a home together, and
Well, this is kind of our sanctuary, and this is kind of where we want to stay.
yeah.
But that's why we're going to ask you guys, you know, if you got married again, or did you, or are you still single, or why would you get married, or
Yeah,
or
what
if
was
you
your
get
motivating
divorced,
factor?
or if your spouse dies. There's multiple reasons why you become single. You know, what would make you want to get married again, or make you not want to get married again? But that's our topic for today. That's what we wanted to kind of come on and talk about today, and just leave us your comments. Let us know, and we're going to be thinking about next week too. And if you have anything you want to talk about again, let us know that too. Because as always, it's not our first try,
but it's our best one.
See ya.
Thanks.